Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve our skillrack daily challenge using Python programming language. Before going to logic, if you didn't subscribe to our channel, then subscribe right now and make our work more meaningful.
Let us solve today's DC using Python programming language. The program must accept 6 characters and an integer n as input. The 6 character is nothing but 6 faces of a cube. The 6 unfolded faces of a cube is represented as 4 1 2 3 star 5 star star. This is the 6 face of a cube. Then integer n is nothing but size of each face in the cube. Finally, we have to print the 6 faces of the cube in unfolded format as mentioned above. Empty spaces must be replaced by star. Now the program must accept six characters, that is 6 faces of a cube, and integer n, size of each face in the cube. And this is the unfolded 6 face of a cube: first face, second face, third face, fourth, sixth, fifth, and finally we have to print the 6 faces of the cube in unfolded format as mentioned above. Empty spaces must be replaced by star. Unfolded format. Now let us consider for our first test case. In this test case, the size of each face in the cube is 3 and 6 faces are given. So first let us write our unfolded face again. So the size of each face is 3. So we will write it for 3 cross 3 times. So 6 6 6 for 3 cross 3 times. Star again. Now we have completed the first row. Now you have to write it in the same way for the second row. So 4. So 3 cross 3 times. And 1. 2. 3. Now we have completed the second row, and for the final row, star for 3 cross 3 times and 5. and let us copy and paste this star. Here also star. Now this is the unfold format, and here are 6 faces. The size is 3 cross 3. So now we have to replace each face with the given input. So first face will be replaced by A. So A, and the second face will be replaced by B here. So and now the third face will be replaced by C here. And the fourth face will be replaced by D here. Fifth face will be replaced by E. And finally the sixth face will be replaced by F here. This is the 6 faces of cube in unfolded format. Hence this will be printed as our output. Now let us see the logic for dimension of the matrix will be n times 3 into n times 4. This is the dimension of the matrix because we are having 3 rows and 4 columns. And the dimension for the first phase, that is starting phase of A, is n comma n. So we will just get the starting points of each phases. So for the first phase, the dimension is n comma n, and for the second phase the dimension is n comma n plus n. For the third phase the dimension is n comma n plus n plus n. We can write this as n times 2 and this one as n times 3. And for the fourth phase the dimension is n comma 0. And for the fifth phase the dimension is n times 2, that is n times 2 comma n. And at last for the sixth phase the dimension is 0 comma n. These are the dimensions of each phase, and this is the dimension of matrix. Now let us see the pseudocode for solving this problem. First we have to accept the input 6 characters as faces, and we have to accept another input, that is integer n, and let us have a matrix named cube, which is equal to star for call in range. The range of the row and call is n times 3 cross n times 4. So call in range n times 4 for row in range n times 3. Now we have to replace the 6 faces. So the dimension of each face is given here. So let us copy and paste this here. So these are the dimensions of 6 faces. So we will just use a replace function here, which will be defined later. So replace of n comma n of, and in the input faces of 0, that is first character. And similarly you have to repeat the same process for all the faces. So let us copy and paste. Now for the second face we have to replace the dimension is n and n times 2. So n comma n times 2 and a face of 1, which is the second character. And for the third face n comma n times 3 and the face of 2, which is the third element. And for the fourth one n comma fourth face dimension is n comma 0 and face of 3. And for the fifth face the dimension is n times 2 comma n. So n times 2 comma n. And for the fifth face, the last sixth face, the dimension is 0 comma n. So 0 comma n. And after this replacing the 6 faces, we have to print the cube. Now we will just define our replace function. So replace of def replace. This replace function holds the starting row of the face and ending call and the character. Row comma call comma ch. Now we will just iterate over the rows for s row in range, that is row to s row of row plus n, and for s call in range, that is call to s call of call plus n. And we have to replace the character. So cube of s row s call, which is equal to the character. So this function will replace the character for each faces. It holds row, call and ch, and we are iterating over the row and calls and assigning the character to it. This is the pseudocode for solving this problem.